When TikTok dances went too far, in the 1500s, yes, you heard that right. In the summer of 1518, hundreds of people in Strasbourg suddenly started dancing, non-stop, for days. And it wasn't fun, it wasn't sexy, and it definitely wasn't choreographed for clout. This was compulsive. These people literally could not stop dancing. Some collapsed, some died. And the city? They had no idea what the hell was going on. This is the story of the dancing plague of 1518, the world's first viral challenge, except instead of likes you got cardiac arrest. Picture it, Strasbourg, July 1518. It's hot, it smells like medieval Europe, which is not a smell you'd bottle. And one woman, Frau Troffea, steps into the street and starts dancing. No music, no reason, just dancing. People figure she's maybe drunk, or cursed, or just having a nervous breakdown, but then something insane happens. She doesn't stop. Hours pass, then a day, then another. She's still at it, stumbling, sweating, twitching, but moving non-stop. And then, other people join her. One becomes 10, 10 becomes 50, 50 becomes hundreds. Men, women, rich, poor, it doesn't matter. By the end of the month, over 400 people are caught up in this bizarre dance craze. Except unlike TikTok challenges, this wasn't optional. Their legs were blistered, their feet were bleeding, their bodies shaking with exhaustion. Some literally dropped dead from strokes or heart attacks mid-dance. The authorities were freaking out. Remember, this is 1518. No internet, no doctors who can explain neurological disorders, no psychologists. Just superstition, religion, and panic. So what did they do? Obviously the logical thing. They built a stage, hired musicians, and tried to encourage them to dance it out. Yep, their brilliant idea was basically, maybe if we lean into it, it'll burn itself out. Imagine seeing people literally dying from dancing and thinking, you know what this needs? A hype man. Shockingly, this didn't work. It only made things worse. So, what the hell happened? How do hundreds of people suddenly dance themselves to death? Historians have a few theories. First, ergot poisoning. That's a hallucinogenic mold that grows on rye bread, basically medieval LSD. People might have eaten contaminated bread, tripped absolute face, and gone into spasms that looked like dancing. Problem is, ergot poisoning usually makes you seize and convulse, not bust moves in sync. Second, mass hysteria. This one's more likely. The city was under massive stress, famine, disease, poverty, superstition. People were psychologically primed for something to snap. One person's breakdown could have triggered a domino effect. In other words, a medieval panic attack, but viral. Third, religious cult vibes. Some thought it was a curse from Saint Vitus, patron saint of dance and epilepsy. People genuinely believed they were possessed and had no choice but to dance until forgiven. That belief alone could have fueled the plague. Whatever the cause, the result was undeniable. Weeks of non-stop dancing that killed dozens, terrified the city, and left historians scratching their heads for centuries. Now, here's the fun part. On paper, the dancing plague sounds ridiculous, like a Monty Python sketch that went too far. But when you zoom out, it's actually one of history's strangest reminders of how fragile we are as humans. Stress, fear, belief, they can override reason. Entire crowds can spiral into something that feels bigger than them. We might laugh now, but look around. Mass hysteria, viral trends, panic movements. They didn't go away, they just moved online. Back then, it was hundreds of people dancing themselves to death in a city square. Today, it's millions glued to their screens trying to copy dance moves for strangers. Different medium, same herd mentality. So, how did it stop? Eventually, the authorities shipped the dancers off to a shrine of Saint Vitus, hoping a pilgrimage and prayer would cure them, and gradually the plague fizzled out. People collapsed, died, or finally, just stopped moving. The madness passed, leaving behind confusion, trauma, and the weirdest chapter in Strasbourg's history. So next time you scroll past a viral dance challenge on TikTok, just remember, this isn't new. In 1518, people danced themselves to death. The difference? They didn't even get a single like. If this story blew your mind, or at least made you grateful your last dance challenge didn't kill you, share this video. Here on History's Greatest Moments, we bring you the wild, bizarre, and unbelievable stories the textbooks usually skip. So hit subscribe, smash that like button, and ring the bell so you won't miss the next insane twist of history. Because whether it's heroes, geniuses, or mass hysteria, if we don't tell these stories, who will?